So, what are we doing today?
All over the map.
All over the map? Mm-hmm.
Which there's a feeling of, which has been recent, of not knowing anything. Thoughts will be there, ideas, and then they're quickly, it's like smoke, everything that I think about everything. I can't hold on to anything. It leaves me, and I'm sitting with the feeling of where is the ground of my reality.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I can be very just here, present with my children and in the moment. And other times there's a lot of anxiety around trying to figure out my life, what I should be doing, what anything means. And I drive my children to school every day, and there's a street I pass, and the name of the street is What's the Point? And it keeps being there for me. I've gone through a transition with my children where I've kept them very close, and I feel like I've been living in a bubble with them, and I see them now move into the world a little bit, and it's like wanting to come into relationship and terms with my relationship with the world, where I'm coming from, who is this, how, and more being a presence, coming more into my presence, and the one who's looking through these eyes and experiencing what's in front of me moment to moment. And sometimes what's in front of me, what I'm experiencing, feels really intense. Mm-hmm. And my mind sometimes feels like it's crazy and where it goes.
Mm-hmm. How old are you now?
I'm 47.
Maybe let's put these concerns in a context that perhaps it will be a little bit more of a bigger picture for you, so we don't get synced into the mind and the sensations and the tormented everyday feelings. At the soul level, you are arriving to a point, a cross point, with specifically 5 entrances or exit. So it's like when we arrive in a car, or in those rond points, French from points, we drive the car and it's okay, this one goes this direction, the other one goes this direction. There are 5 of them there. And you are in the car going around to trying to determine what is the direction of your soul. Not even yet the expression, not even yet the flavor, just the direction is what it needs to be. Decide at this moment. And the different decisions you have is, 1 is the path of independence, meaning I won't rely on my children to give me a meaning of my existence. I won't rely on my job to give me a meaning of my existence. I won't rely on anything external to give me a meaning of my existence. So that road is either you choose others to keep giving you the meaning of existence, or you don't. And that you feel tempted to continue it, be under the umbrella of a role to define you. Other times, you gain a little bit of courage and you move the car a little bit and say, ooh, this is the path of independence. Then the ghost of saying you will be alone, unsupported. This path only exists as we walk one step in front of the other one. Otherwise it doesn't. So it scares you. And you try to negotiate by moving the car in the wrong point. The problem is that your time is the time. And there is no more time. Your soul needs that confirmation of your decision. Of what is it that you're deciding. So the soul can relax, expand, express, start walking. Because you cannot be eternally in the wrong point. That is a torture. That place of a limbo. So in the limbo you lose energy. And in the limbo is only confusion. And in the limbo is commotion, sentimentality, doubt. So it's a matter of simply putting the facts in front of you and allow the willingness of your soul to go the path that it decides. Know that the path of independence, the reward is you to be sobered on yourself with no attachments of political culture, religious roles, nothing. And it feels empty in the beginning. And it feels lonely in the beginning. And it feels ungrounding in the beginning. But that is the scary voices of the mind that say, you will be alone, you will be. But once that stage is crossed, great power emerge. And it's the power of maturity. It's the power of mastery that your children will learn from it. So you need to partner up with your decision and nourish it that and declare that you're ready for your mastery. Otherwise you will remain in the wrong point, circulating. That's where you are.
I didn't know that. But it's true.
So it's not just a matter of nakedly, quietly sitting with what is in front. And by that simple internal yes, the wrong point will disappear. So it's not a matter of action, technique, practice, method. It's a matter of reassuring your decision. Once you say yes to A, B, C, the wrong point disappears. And you are not anymore in the loop of doubt, in the loop of what to do, in the loop of what is the point. So, my question for you is, are you willing to take that path of mastery, maturity, and self-independence? Are you willing?
I've been taking steps. It feels like what I've been resisting, I've had to look at it differently and see that what I've been resisting has been in here and not out there. To bring everything that I have difficulty with into me where it originates. And I've had this feeling of
willingness is nothing to do with the steps.
Yeah.
Willingness is about yes or no. And the sincerity will determine the wealth of the decision. Acknowledge that that decision, part of yourself will say no, and parts of yourself will say yes, I'm ready. And start working with the union of these two parts. The parts that say yes, I'm willing, will invite the other parts over. And slowly it will be a whole or wholeness in the yes.
There's power with
Yes,
that.
yes.
I've not felt power inside of me. I felt overpowered. But it's, I guess, the willingness to own my own power and all that that means.
Yes, it's correct. Maturity, it means this is my power, this is my creation, I am responsible for my creation. I can correct my creations, I can manage my creations, I can display my creations, and I can be wealthy in my creation. That is power, that is self-responsibility. So that's what you saw once. In a way, many of the cycle of motherhood is finishing now. And you are in front of this other stage of your life. It's very quiet. It's not about psychoanalyzing yourself or putting yourself in processes. It's just a simple decision. Are you willing? Is the first one. The other one is, are you capable?
Mm. I am capable.
So nothing to work in that front.
Mm-hmm.
I am willing. I am capable. And again, in that direction, always will be parts that will doubt your capabilities, which is the little self, and other parts that say, don't worry, I can manage it. Again, an invitation of unity of these parts within oneself. We say, we all now capable. So it's a series of invitations, like preparing a wedding, where all parts start to unite in one single direction. Capability, clarity, willingness, and then the rest is not your business. It's the business of the one that loves you, adores you, supports you, and promotes you.
How do I find that?
Your job is only to be willing and to be capable. The rest comes in a form of opportunities, comes in a form of inspiration, comes in a form of coincidences, comes in a form of clarity. It's not your business. So you don't need to know that part. That is the spontaneous surrendering to that faith that yes, I am being supported.
There's a feeling of it becoming smaller.
Yes, you become smaller, your spirit become bigger. The more we surrender, the less I exist, the more spirit grows. So it goes hand with that feeling of I don't know, that feeling of I don't remember myself, the feeling of not being existing. That's all okay. It's part of freedom, where you have no I, where you have no personality, ego to direct the boat. Doesn't mean that it will disappear, but it means it won't direct your life. Your personality won't direct your life. Your ego won't direct your life. So they can come and show their face from time to time, but the director of your life is faith, is belonging.
And moving in that, the choice that comes in how I respond to what's here, is that a free will decision, creation choice, or is that
You can
revealed
respond.
and just?
You can respond any way. You're free. Your response is the delight of creation. Your uniqueness is the amazement of creation. So your unique identity have permission to anything.
I'm excited to see it and know it.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. It's the ultimate thrill. It's the ultimate thrill. then there is no more doubt, then there's no more lack of energy, then there's no more excuses. It's so the download directly from creation to express anything.
No more struggling.
Any limitations, comes from the ego, from the personality. You just simply smile at them and you keep walking. They will be there, but they won't be directing the boat. So, any hint of what it will be the more desirable condition for you to express your uniqueness is by linking people, linking cultures, linking knowledge, linking. You enjoy that. You find you're good at it. You're born for it.
Wow.
So any linking of groups, cultures, languages, religion, politics, mothers, styles. It's up to you. It's up to you. But the key word is linking. And the first link is your willingness to the Creator. That is the first link. In that alignment, everything will flow. It's very quiet, very intimate. You don't need therapies. You don't need 7 years. It's just an instant where you say, yes, I am willing, and I am factual that there are parts that don't want to come. But I am a mother. I can mother them. I can educate them. I can link them to the parts that wish that bigger picture. Then alignment comes. And peace comes. You feel embrace. You feel I'm okay. I know where I'm going. The wrong point is destroyed. Then the torture of where to go, what to do, is very disturbing for the soul when the personality wants to make those choices. The personality wants to shine, the personality wants to feel good about it, the personality wants to enhance it, compare. And the ego feel limited. So when we say no, it's not the personality that needs to choose this. It's my willingness, my honest, sincere, deep, naked, brutal willness. That's what they need to come forward, and that's the part that need to make the decision. So the rest is just simply know your business. Does it make sense?
It does.
So it's exciting time, sweetheart. Cyberbirth.
A lot of letting go of control. Trusting and having faith.
You don't need to let go of anything. You can go with your control, with your... All you need is, are you willing? Are you capable?
Right.
You can be controlling, it can be anything. The totality of you, the good, the bad, the beautiful, the ugly. They all need to know that you're willing. And they can follow. Like in the line of school children. some school children will follow willingly, some with entertainment, some they will be in their own tantrum. But at the end of the day, they all walk the line. They all go to school. So you don't need a prerequisite to choose. You don't need a therapy, you don't need nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Just know the clarity that, okay, I am in transition and I have the power to choose the direction of my transition. That's it.
It's felt to me like there is this other there's a doorway and this room waiting for me, and I'm connecting that with what you're talking about. It's like I've known that this other room exists. And there's so many ways of resisting.
Mm-hmm.
So many things I've wanted to blame and felt had to fix, or I felt it was me that had to be fixed. All in resistance to just moving. Or
It doesn't matter. If you are telling me so clearly your game, you don't need to work on it. As I say, there are the parts of you that entertain. The question is, are they leading the boat? If resistance is leading the boat, then the cells or the part of your body that knows that cannot resist, and that behind the door of that room is the pure immensity of you, who have a bigger picture, those are the ones that need to lead the way. But resistance will follow them. So it's not a matter of getting rid of the resistance. That will become an aggression. It's a matter of treating them like children that doesn't have the whole picture.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. And it's fair enough that part of us don't have the big picture.
Mm-hmm.
And there are other parts that knows the big picture, at least is listening to the big picture, and is willing, and that is the part that need to lead the way. So it's a matter of managing the position of all parts of ourselves. It's not about destroying the parts of ourselves, or psychoanalyzing or correcting them or making them in therapy. It's about who is leading the way. So the more capable, the more experienced, the more aware need to lead the way. And if from time to time the navigation team change, it is in your awareness to change it back. That's all. But it's not about destroying them or correcting them, you know. They always will be there.
It's my distraction.
Yeah.
And then because I can look out and try and manage all of this instead of face to face with the one, it's like if I really come face to face with myself and not wanting to like do that one step in front of the other, not knowing where my foot's gonna land, but they'll be willing to make that step.
Mm-hmm.
I've
Correct.
been really having difficulty with myself.
It's simply because the leading team is the lower part. The leading team needs to be the one that knows the most. That's the part that needs to be empowered.
Right.
And so, and slowly the parts that are of less awareness get used to and appreciate to be led by the parts that know the most. Then they calm down, like the children that know the parent is there and that can explore its surroundings because it's safe. So in that way, the parts of ourselves that are more immature have the environment to be educated, to be supported, to be contained, to be promoted to another grade. So really your parenthood have not finished. It's just that it's not anymore in the outside, it's within.
It feels like love coming in, mothering in myself.
Correct. That is true compassion. Making the light the guiding point.
I wanted so much, fixated on my children being so pure and innocent, because I denied that part of me that doesn't feel like I have that innocence and purity in me that's worthy of love.
Well, that's an invention, so it's part of the team of, the unpromoted team. That's fine. You can keep it. You're mature enough and you have navigated enough within yourself to know all these parts. You just need to organize it properly. That's why you have no problem, because you know the parts. If you were in another state, then it's about knowing those parts. But now you know the parts.
I can love them.
Well, they're fine.
Maybe.
Whatever.
Well, it transforms the way I am in the world, the way I see everyone and experience everyone.
Absolutely. Then it can be transferred to other immature people, cultures, etc. And that is compassion. That is compassion. But first the kingdom have to be within. And then it's transferable. Then you can link it. You can link. Link. If there's any link and communication, would be great. Speaking, writing, just link with your words. You're strong on that. You may not notice, but you're very clear, very pure. The resonance of your voice says all about you. It's readable. So that's a big asset for you.
And I've done it, and I can see myself doing that with more compassion.
Mm-hmm.
Because that voice has been condemning, and a lot of it's come from a place of not love.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd like to experience that in a way that's very loving and compassionate for what I'm communicating.
You can have the link in any flavor you want.
Okay.
Sometimes compassion seems very harsh. Sometimes harshness seems very compassionate. It's not the style.
It's the honesty, or
It's the clarity.
clarity.
Once you say, I am willing, I am capable, there is a clarity that we cannot deny. It's a security that shelter anyone. So please don't be a spiritual cliche that you need to be compassionate, blissful, everlasting, loving. You can be angry, you can be cranky, you can be hormonal, you can be sick, you can be whatever. Style and diversity is all welcome. What is needed is willingness, sincerity, in taking the path of who leads the way, either darkness or light. That's all. The rest, your personality can decorate it the way you want it. It doesn't matter. If everybody speaks sweet, and it would be such a mess. Sometimes we need to raise our voice, sometimes we need to be sweet. It doesn't matter. So you're ready.
Thank you.
You're ready. If it's anything, research a little bit the how to support your hormonal transitions, because this shift also implies your hormones. So all woman support will be advisable. Strengthen that, nourish that. Cleansing, nourishment, cleansing, nourishment. Small. Okay?
Yeah, but not
My manager is
not
My
this here.
police is
back
coming.
again. The dark police.
Okay.
Laura was the boss, but Edward
Yeah.
can take you if you want to down to the